What's your idea of the future? Through the retrofuturism style, we have been sold this collective idea of the future being a bright utopia, something bigger and better than today. Screen print artist Maxine Gregson creates retrofuturism prints that are inspired by modern elements like music, architecture, and specific locations. Her work is intended to encapsulate the viewer into that nostalgic sense for the future, one of optimism, illusion, and comfort, aiming to bring back and fulfill those lost feelings for the future that you used to have. This visual idea of the future has stayed almost consistent for over 50 years, yet we still haven't reached what the visions from the past thought we would by today. Media and advertising took these feelings of a better tomorrow and used them to manipulate audiences to consume in order to complete the sense of wanting something more. I aim to explore how the idea of the future you is constructed and marketed, and investigate the tension between aspiration and manipulation, since desire and self-improvement are sold as products or identities. By looking at specific groups or communities, I can compare different visions of personal ideal futures, which helps to understand how these sold visions are received and presented to particular people. These ideal visions have been exploited in today's society to make you associate the idea of a better you with some unrealistic aspiration, which will be fulfilled by consuming what brands sell so you can feel one step closer to this ideal human. Brands use a promise of constant novelty, the idea that the future will always deliver faster, smarter, and more exciting products, meaning you continually want more. This creates short-lived satisfaction and constantly reaching for unattainable expectations. I want to use this project to acknowledge the responsibility of designers in shaping perception, desire, and behavior, and raise awareness rather than exploit fear or misinformation. What happens if that anticipation for more is never fulfilled? Like how we still aren't living in the utopian future we thought we would be by now. What if there is nothing better than the current version of you? I want to examine the emotional consequences of disappointment in the aftermath of anticipation, the feeling after a peak. Can society be content with the fact there is nothing more coming? I aim to explore the two mindsets that are developed from this. Adapt, and instead embrace the possibilities of the new and better, taking advantage of the digital world, as Ahmed Abdel Hassan does by developing traditional hand-drawn Arabic script into modern fonts that reflect both Eastern and Western culture, which led to the work being featured in Type 1 magazine. And resist. Instead, appreciate the clarity in the fact there is no final goal. Like Francis Elise explores in his work, sometimes making something leads to nothing, which demonstrates hours of process as he pushes a huge block of ice across his town, with ultimately nothing to show as the outcome. My project is to question the cultural obsession with constant improvement and challenge the belief that fulfillment comes from consumption.